Alright, Dave back here again. Review I'm going to go ahead and do here now is of the Prodigy V3. It is a V3, not a V3.1. But first off, the only difference with this product is that the V3 logo on here is on the side, and on the new one they put it on the bottom, and also they let it take brass set screws. So I'm going to go ahead and take a pull off of this, and then we'll get into it. As you can see, it works like it should. Now, this has the bottom mounted switch on here, and it also has the interchangeable caps. So what you do is you just take this off of the top, and that is your atomizer connection. You can get them in 801, 901, 510s. They work with just about every atomizer that I've tried, with the exception of one that I got that I can tell has a different thread strength on it. Um, to take it apart, it does come with a light spring, as you can see on here. It has really easy action to fire it. You can hear it fires every time. So you can take it apart. It has the locking mechanism where you just turn it like this and it ends up closing shut. You can get this over at puresmoker.com. It's the V3.1 on Pure Smoker. I did get this secondhand. To replace the spring, you just take this off on the bottom, and it comes out, and along with the battery, and that spring is sitting right there. I do have the heavy spring, but I do prefer the light spring. So light spring is what I end up using in it. This does take a 17670 AW battery. No other battery but the AW batteries will fit in here that I've been able to find anyway. So you just pop this in here, and it's amazing how this is machined. If you check out Grim Green's video, he does have a close-up picture of this. It's amazing how this fits in here. It's like it was almost machined for it. There's really no wiggle room whatsoever. But this also does take two CR123As for 6 volts. Um, Now, this is where this product gets kind of weird for me. Um, Compared to a couple other devices that are made out of aluminum, this does seem to get a little bit less vapor production and hit your throat a little bit softer than some of the other devices I've tried that are made out of aluminum and that have copper springs in the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and do a comparison. Not naming any other vendors. This is just purely about the V3, but I'll give you some vapor production off of this with 100% PG juice, and then I'll give you some vapor off of another device, same atomizer, same juice. I'm going to go ahead and take this off, and I'll keep it on camera so people don't think I'm switching them around. Okay. Sorry. Empty atomizers taste amazing. We'll actually go ahead and do this again, just so I just topped it off. We can get a little bit better of a judgment call off of this one. Go ahead and keep this on here. As you can see, there is a bit of a difference in the vapor production that you get from this, and that's what you get off of another device that's made out of aluminum. Now, the good thing about this, I normally hate 6 volts. It's too warm for me. It burns out the atomizers too quick, in my opinion. I've used higher voltage atomizers, and the bad thing about those is when you get into the proper ohm resistance for 6 volts, you end up making it more like 3.7 volts. So using 6-volt batteries is kind of pointless. So 6 volts on a standard resistance atomizer in the V3 it's more like 5 volts to me. I don't have a voltage meter on me to test this here, but I have seen that it is quite a bit different than the ones with the copper springs that are made out of aluminum. So this does make it able for me to use on 6 volts. And as everybody that's tried 6 volt knows, some juices hold up, some juices don't. So to me, using this at 6 volts gives it a little bit closer to 5, and 5 volts I do like. So this is the Prodigy V3. You can head over to puresmoker.com and check the V3.1 out. Like I said, the only difference is they moved the V3 logo from right here to the bottom on the switch, and they made it to where it uses brass set screws, I believe. So if you like the bottom mount button, this is a pretty weighty device, but it is very nice. It fits in your hand very, very nicely. So head over to puresmoker.com, check it out. I believe the full kit that you can either get the 3.7 volt kit or the 6 volt kit is 130, around 130 ish. Um, Correction, around 120 ish for the full kit. If you just want the V3 with your choice of adapter and the tube and the switch, and that's it. You're looking at, I believe it's around um, $85. Don't quote me on that one. I'm not quite positive. But yeah, head over to puresmoker.com and give the V3 a shot if you feel that it would be suitable for you.